This is a complicated language to put in marketing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lais. I'm the creator of Captivating Communication, and this is your Captivating Brand tip of the day. And this is the day we're talking about MYSTIQUE, one of the 7 languages of fascination that Sally Hogshead talks about. MYSTIQUE is the language of listening. MYSTIQUE people think before speaking. We observe, and I say we because MYSTIQUE is one of my primary languages, and you find it a little bit weird because the other one that I have is Passion, but this is what I talk about, the mixing of stuff that might make different things. So we're talking solely on MYSTIQUE. We observe. We are problem solvers. It's hard to read a MYSTIQUE and know what we're thinking. Usually I know when I have a client that or someone in my group that I can't tell from the moment I get to know them and speak a little bit with them what their archetype is. I usually know, okay, this is probably a MYSTIQUE personality, because you see that they're thinking something that they know something you don't know. They're not telling you the whole story. We're logical, independent, and can keep calm under pressure. They don't care too much about being on the spotlight. Actually, some of us prefer to be behind the scenes. And one of the things that make us attracted to MYSTIQUE is because of something called information gap. We are, as human beings, prone to want to feel those informations that we don't have. So when you see that someone knows something you don't know, it's not telling you the whole story, it's giving you pieces of the story, but not everything, you're making people want to know what's next, what happened then. You're letting people fill those gaps with their own imagination. This is what you're going for, being eye-catchy enough to get people to notice your brand, yet being complex enough to stay interesting. So just flashy doesn't work for MYSTIQUE. You need to create something that people will see, there's more to that I haven't noticed. And you need to be a little bit creative here. So one thing that always works for MYSTIQUE is being a bit mysterious. If you can create some sort of mystery around your brand, this is great. MYSTIQUEs usually choose what share and what not to. So if you can create a message that leaves some information gaps, do it. You're going to be selective, you're going to be objective, analytical, and yes, you can use some numbers, but that's more to the alert personalities. It can work with MYSTIQUEs as well. So you can use some percentages, some numbers in there. But how do you actually translate this to visuals now? Well, you need to select carefully what you reveal. This can be both for the images that you choose and the message. So when you're creating a message, you may use questions. You can ask questions and let people fill in the blank. You can tell a little bit of story and leave an information gap. Think of images where you can see everything that is happening there. You can maybe a blur background that you see that there's something in there, but you can't see everything. So you're drawing people in those images that you want to see more, but you can't. You can create mystery and make people curious. So whenever you can create some curiosity around that. This is a good thing. Make people think what else is behind that. And creating exclusivity. So if you have something that it's exclusive for clients, or you have private access to something, using the words private, exclusive, secret, those are some of the words that catch people who are attracted to mystery, to curiosity. So those are, like I said, it's easier to think of words than thinking visuals, but we're getting to some visuals as well. Now, another thing that you can do is have hidden gems in your website. What I mean by that, you can put some pieces of the puzzle in your website, and this is counterintuitive because usually you create a website where you want people to know where things are, right? Yes, you want people to know where things are and to be organized. But think of this like, you know, Easter eggs when we used to get those DVDs, and we are going to, from movies, and we're going to search for the Easter eggs that people added to those DVDs. Think of this of something like that. You can add some Easter eggs, some little nuggets in there that only people who clicked in there have another piece of the puzzle or something like that. This is something that it is counterintuitive, but for the people who find those things, they feel like insiders, you know. Another thing that you can do is have secrets. Like I said, secret is a good word, and surprise people with unexpected things. So this is another approach to having those hidden gems. You can make things that aren't that hidden, but it's surprising. Add a magical element to it. So if you're having images or illustrations that add or even the font that you choose that add a magical element, it depends on your work, but it can work. And just have open space for imagination. When you're doing your headshots, again, you can have it on eye level, but the big thing on headshots for Mystiques is eye contact. Whenever you can have deep eye contact with the lens, so think of the lens as your ideal client, you are creating that sense of mystery because you usually already have a sense of mystery in you. So this is a good thing for Mystiques. So those are the things that I could come up for branding for Mystiques. Usually it gets a little bit easier when you mix stuff. Like I said, I have a mix of mystic and passion, so I can mix those things, makes it easier to add other visual elements. Some people have mystique and trust, mystique and prestige, so or any other of the languages. You will find easier to find visual cues in the other ones. So that's it for today. If you are Mystique, let me know in the comments and ask me about, or just go to Study Hogshead website, but you can ask me about this. I'll leave you the link for taking the free test, and then you can watch the videos for your primary and secondary languages to get to know how you can show this on your branding and your website. That's it for today. If you want to express who you are on your brand and website and connect with clients from the moment they land on your page, make sure to go to that group that I just pinned in the comments, and I'm looking forward to see you there.